Friends don't surprise friends with unplanned gift giving.
It's not cool. Don't do it.
Hello.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Wallace.
And welcome to
Good for You.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Good for You, a podcast about the things we ghosted, the purchases that haunt us, and an extension of The Cusp, our wellness hypebeast community where we talk about the best products, services, and industry happenings in the wellness, well-being, and spiritual space.
Welcome to the pod. December 10th. Oh my God. We're here. We made it. You're alive. Holiday seasonal madness is fresh. It is hot.
The chestnuts are roasted, they're toasted, and I'm Michelle Pelzon, head witch in charge at Holisticism, and I am good. I am dressed like a stagehand today in all black oversized clothes, and you know how I believe in enclothed cognition, so my mindset is bleak. How are you?
Oh, I mean, there's some mirroring happening here. I'm good. My name is Wallace, and I'm content queen at Holisticism.
She is content queen.
And I am wearing almost all black. I'm channeling my inner New Yorker in a turtleneck. I'm wearing dress pants, actually.
Oh, wait, no, I was not expecting that. I was expecting the black because you are in New York. Spoiler alert, we are in two different places. Thanks to the magic of the internet, we can have this conversation. Wallace is in New York. I'm jealous. I'm in LA.
And maybe she's going to surprise me and show up.
Honestly,
Maybe.
I keep looking at flights and I'm like, should I do it? But then would that be like the most romantic gesture ever? Do you think that your multiple suitors would be jealous if I did it?
I don't know if any of them are going to listen to this.
No offense. I feel pretty confident that they're not.
I know.
Not
actually,
having anything to do with you for their affection for you. Does it make you feel absolutely insufferable that you have more than one podcast? Because it certainly makes me feel insufferable.
I can't think about it. It gives me a panic attack instantly.
They're like really different. No, they're not just me talking. They're just really different.
I want to hear about your bleakness.
So I went on my honeymoon. It was amazing, but I did get bitten by like at least 400 mosquitoes, as well as can attest.
It looked like the measles.
It looked like the measles. I am still covered in red bumps, and they're really itchy, and I'm very uncomfortable in my skin. They're still so itchy, and it's much better now. It's been over a week, but I've just been like basically wearing long sleeves and completely covering my body as if I'm sort of like this Victorian woman. I'm just feeling like not sexy and comfortable in my body, and I don't have that many long sleeved items of clothing. And then I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I was just like, she is having a crisis. She is back in high school being a virgin.
You are speaking to my moderate clothed soul because I love to wear long sleeves and cover completely and dress like a grandma. Tank tops still scare me. So I should just give you the keys to my wardrobe while I'm gone.
When I met Ethan, he introduced me to someone who is another Jewish person. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love that Michelle is an Orthodox Jew because
No way.
because she thought my hair was a wig. And I also was wearing like a long sleeve shirt under a like full on maxi dress and probably a sweater over it.
And were you wearing like a headband?
No, maybe. I don't think so.
Would have completed the look.
Right. I was like honestly flattered that you think I'm part of the tribe, but no, I'm just Amish chic is my look all the time.
Your hair is so luscious, it could be a wig. So it's kind of
I'll take that. I'll take that compliment. I'm going to stick that in my pipe and smoke it. Speaking of pipes, it's Santa season and we are getting dangerously close to Christmas, to just general gift giving if you believe in the general holiday spirit.
If you have any holiday cheer.
Even if you're a Grinch.
Also, highly underrated Xmas movie.
The Jim Carrey one. I relate more and more to Jim Carrey's version of the Grinch as I get older. I'm like, yeah, I just want to hang out with my dog, and you guys are fucking annoying.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
It is pre-holiday madness, and in this episode, we are going to be talking about some of our favorite gifts to buy for other people, mostly because we do this sort of situation where if we buy a gift for someone else, we also buy a gift for ourselves.
So we have noticed that we have this predicament, this thing, this sort of illness where we must buy, when we buy something for someone else, we have to buy something for
you,
ourselves.
one for me.
We made a whole gift guide around it.
We put together 5 different full gift guides, one for you, one for me, the spiritual bebe, wellness hype beasts, the work wife, and worth drinking the Kool-Aid over with our cult favorite products.
There's hundreds of gifts with prices and links and photos attached. And we made you a budget tracker. It's super easy to use. You just click the products that you like. They automatically add to your budget tracker, and you can see how much you're spending on holiday goodies this year. You can sort it by price.
Under 100, under 50, under 20. And before you click and order, and do all those buy now, pay laters, you might want to add it up. Don't blow your wad.
Yeah.
It'll feel better.
Not worth it.
Stocking stuffers.
Think small. Micro gifts.
We'll put the link in the show notes so you can download it.
Also, heads up, next week we are going to be talking about zero waste gifts from some of our most favorite and loved vendors and makers. And we're going to be talking about stocking stuffers, which are truly the MVPs of any holiday, honestly.
You never grow out of stocking stuffers.
I would rather have 100 mini things than one large thing.
Same. At this point, it feels like last minute gifting already.
It is at this point because supply chain. Hashtag supply chain.
Did you know that Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales were down? People did not shop as much.
I also heard the Sephora sale, which happened right before Black Friday, like shit the bed,
Good.
like did not work. People didn't buy things. People were buying stuff earlier in the year because they knew that there was shipping shit.
Yeah, and Affirm and Klarna, they're all doing very well because obviously everyone wants to pay later. But the problem is you end up spending more overall.
I could see that. I feel like it's very much out of sight, out of mind, where you're just like, whatever, I'm only paying $40 today. And
$40 here, $40 there.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I owe $5,000 in payment plans.
But I have a tip for last minute gifting.
Oh.
It's a throwback.
Okay, vintage.
If you're feeling the crunch of the supply chain, go into real stores. Seriously, go into an actually local boutique store. If you haven't listened to our episode on
Alibaba to Highland Park Pipeline.
Exactly. For expensive candles, we will link it in the show notes. But maybe go to the store. Don't pay
off your ass. Support your goddamn local businesses.
Support those little local businesses and don't pay shipping fees. Somebody said this to me and I was like, wow, what a concept.
If you're kind of a piece of shit like me and you are already planning on procrastinating for gift giving, that's coming. We're coming to save you next week.
And we are giving away a Boy Smells Cedar Stack candle next week if you review the pod. So all you have to do is write us a review, hopefully a really nice one, 5 stars only, and you'll be entered into the draw to win for next week's prize, which will be the Boy Smells Cedar Stack candle.
It is $32 retail, so that is a pretty sweet deal. This is one of our favorites. Automatically, if I give you the gift of a candle, just know that I bought one for myself because that's just how it works. Those are the rules. I didn't make them.
This is a rule I need to live by because I don't buy myself candles.
There you go. Now it is part of your 10 commandments. Boy Smells Cedar Stack candle. Chef's kiss. It's a good one. And we're delighted to give it to you. We'll announce the winner next week. And we're going to give cool things away every week. That's the plan so far.
Because we love you. We love product. And we're bribing you.
But it's an ethical bribe.
Ingratiation. It matters.
Everything we do for you.
We do for you.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
And now for Bestie.
Are you okay?
Or are they thriving?
In this segment, we talk about a bestie, imagined or real, who is maybe having a little bit of a week, who we're looking at, who we're wondering a little bit about. This week's bestie that we're wondering about is our girl, Lana Del Rey. And when I say our girl, I don't mean it. I just mean Lana Del Rey. She is not owned by anyone. Lana, this week, really hit the Twitter circuit when she was photographed, first of all, in an amazing threesome picture with Olivia Rodrigo and Avril Lavigne. But she showed up to the Variety's Hitmakers Awards on Saturday to receive the Artist of the Decade award in an $18 Shein dress and basically a jacket that I can only describe as something that you would like quote unquote borrow as you were walking out the door from like having sex with a random person, like a random guy that you're probably never going to see again.
The jacket from the guy I just fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh wait, I have a like gala thing I got to go to. Do you have like a little cute jacket? And he's like, here, take this. And some boots. And people are just like, LDR, what's going on? Really? This is your Shein era? Like, what's happening?
Gotta love the internet and the media. This pretty prolific artist just wins Artist of the Decade. And the first 3 Google News searches for Lana are, what about her cheap dress? And, oh, she maybe wants to collaborate with Migos. And you're like, cool. What about her Artist of the Decade award? What the fuck? She's like just released 2 albums this year and is just truly a prolific artist. Whether you like her or not, you can respect her. And there's no discussion of that.
That's why I think she's in on the joke. Like, I think this is part of it. And Lana Del Rey's self-image or like aesthetic image has like always been part of her, like intrinsic to her artistry. Like people talk about how beautiful she is, but also how she had so much plastic surgery and how she used to look like this and now she looks like this and how she changed her name. And she also looks like her body has changed a lot. And famously, I would say, I mean, I don't know if I can say famously, but I'm like pretty sure she famously had a drug problem, right? Like where she's talking about doing cocaine in her songs and like doing drugs. And I feel like our girl's thriving. I feel like she's happy. She's healthy. She's maybe in a relationship, borrowing some guy's jacket to go over her dress. And she's just like living life.
She does not give a fuck. I feel like this is par for the course with her style over the years. She's not consistent.
Yes.
Which is awesome. She's changing it up, wearing whatever she feels like, whenever she feels like it. She's going from Gucci to this dress was from the mall. And people always have something to say about it no matter what. Because I feel like it's appropriate now to shame women over things like style versus body shame. We're not going to talk about her talent as an artist. We can shame her for what she's wearing because it's a quote unquote cheap dress and it's okay to be a classist.
It's definitely the subtext of, I feel like 90% of what I saw on the internet, people talking about the dress was like that she looks different now. And I think it's good. I think she looks great.
I think she looks great. Also, she doesn't need anyone's approval. And I think so much of her speech for receiving that award points to that, where she's like, thanks for the criticism. I get a lot of it. And seeing, everything is a mirror. I think she's maybe a spiritual bebe on her path.
That's right.
And my favorite line from the speech at the end, she's like, lovemaking is my legacy.
Mic drop.
Get it.
If she was a character in the wellness universe, she definitely would have been like a Love and Light bitch, but maybe a reformed one, who previously was just like Love and Light. And now she's going through her shadow work era and realizing things and is open to getting a little bit more messy and is just truly embracing and living life.
Shadow work is Lana's jam right now because if you listen to her latest album, it is dark. And she also pretty much says, yeah, this album is about my inner darkness. It's not really about anything else. So take it or leave it. Because I made 2 this year.
Boom. She's always been kind of dark though. And I think played it up kind of in like a sexy way. And now I feel like she's like, oh shit, look how dark I am.
I think people kind of criticize her for being not political. And the personal is political, my friends. And she does also have a line in Sweet Caroline where she disses a crypto bro, which is pretty funny. The lyrics are, you name your babe Lilac Heaven after your iPhone 11. Crypto forever screams your stupid boyfriend. Fuck you, Kevin. I loved it. She's like, I'm tapped in. I know what crypto is.
She's just like going through what's trending on Twitter. And she's like, that sounds establishment. I'm going to be the opposite.
Yeah. I can't tell if her camp is intentional. And I think that's what is great about people who are campy. Are you in on the joke? I'm not sure. I think she is because it feels like it's self-consciously terrible taste on purpose.
Then you just wonder if that person just gets lucky every now and then and sort of like they're just like, I do think she's quite unaware in many.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember the last time she got like pseudo canceled. It was around her like book of poetry that she published and like people not paying enough attention to her, blah, blah, blah. And it was, I think at the height of the summer of Black Lives Matter. And it was just like, babe, read the room. Like, let's go,
A little out of touch. Okay, maybe I'm giving her too much credit.
When people get to that level of fame and success, they have to be somewhat tapped into something, even if it's like getting the right people to like them or getting smarter people than they are to be on their team to like want to support them. You know what I mean?
And also she can write hits. She gets help. She's got great producers, but she can also write hits.
Bestie, you're thriving.
And now for Haunted Cart.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
In this section, we talk about what is haunting us, what we've left in our carts, what we've abandoned in our carts. And these are the things that are haunting us that we're like, I really want to buy that for myself, but I also need to give someone a present, so I will get this for both of us. Yay! Everyone wins! Wallace, what is on your... Okay.
On mine is the Hong Sun facial steamer with a mouth-nose attachment for...
Wait, so you like inhale the steam?
Yeah, I mean, this is promising a lot for treatments of colds and congestion. And I assume a nice complexion.
There you go. Tackle, maskne, and...
I want to know, is this just a modern douche for my face? Should we be douching the face? Can you just do it in the shower? Does it really matter?
Right, like how much steam is enough steam?
But this one, it's $30. This is a good price point for one for you, one for me.
That is good. No one feels like guilty or bad. You feel good. They feel good.
We experiment together.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of steamers and steam. I think that a well-placed facial steamer can really open up your pores and get some gunk out
and let your product, seep in a little bit deeper. So I vote yes.
Okay. What's on your list?
The first thing on my list is actually a select that the Cusp members, we have this private members group called the Cusp. It's really fun. You should join. It's $5 a month. It's amazing. And we pull everyone every month for what their favorite products are and what's haunting their carts. So what they're looking at. And by a landslide, people were looking at LED therapy masks for
we all want
skincare, like any skincare sort of gadget electronics, particularly red light gadgets. And the one that I'm looking at is the Peppy LED light therapy mask. It's on sale right now for $89. Now, I know that that's expensive and you kind of look like a stormtrooper when you put it on your face, but...
Wait, that's a good sale.
Right? I feel it's like it was, like $150 or something? I just feel like this is less offensive to me than like getting someone an acne wand, which is like what a lot of the LED products are, is like it's specifically for acne. This is for anti-aging. It's for relaxation. LED has other apparently wonderful effects and impacts it can have on your life, and I think they look cool. I like the idea of being able to like put a mask on and like do your shit or scroll on TikTok. I just think it's like funny, and also it's a tiny bit of a gag gift that someone maybe wouldn't get for themselves, but when you give it to them, they're like, oh my god, they roll their eyes and they're like, look at this stupid thing Michelle got me, but then they're like actually using it all the time and they're obsessed with it and they're like so happy that you got it for them.
I mean, also this is kind of a 2-in-1 gift because it's like a sneaky boundary gift. You just put it on at home when you're sick of your family. You're like, sorry, I'm masking.
I am multi-masking right now.
This is my boundary. Please respect it. Do not even look at me.
Exactly. Like you are masking, you are meditating, you are zen.
Don't
you are
enter my personal mask space.
Exactly. You're in your cone of stillness, silence, and protection.
How could you really give a better gift? I'm not sure.
You're welcome, everyone.
I walked all day and night to find you.
You look like you came from the North Pole.
Exactly where I came from. Santa must have called you.
The next thing on my list is the We More Fluffy Plush Sherpa long hair weighted blanket for adults. Basically, everyone has been continually traumatized by existence over the last 2 years. And we're also like working from home at the same time. And I feel like this is a little bit of a 1-2 punch. It's sort of a physical CBT, but also you have to be on a Zoom call with your boss. I feel like it's also a little bit chic. If you have a friend whose brand is always somewhat unhinged,
big nits.
Yes, and also like is always a little bit having a panic attack, but is also Instagramming it, then I think that you should buy this for them because it's very like it's an Instagrammable emotional breakdown sort of like aesthetic, and
pairs very well with the Pepe mask.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know. I can like picture Olivia Pope shaking slightly, like drinking out of a fishbowl of wine and like wearing this blanket on her at the same time. And yeah, I feel like it's a good present for anyone. And you could also buy one, obviously, for yourself. They're pretty affordable. They're $52 and they come in a bunch of different colors. I like the white one. I think that is classique. But I also like the camel color if you have a dog or you are a spiller like me. I think it could be really cute. I actually added it to cart as I was writing this down. I'm buying too.
I've been shopping while we've been talking.
It's a good present and it's on sale. My next thing is the Nature of Things Body and Scalp Scrub Polish. It is $55. And I feel like in this Venn diagram, there are two circles. That's I must treat myself and I must punish myself. I must punish myself. Scrubs fall like squarely in the middle of that Venn diagram. Like
just scrub a little harder.
Exactly. But also it feels good and it's good for you. It's a present you wouldn't necessarily buy yourself because it's $55, but it's also very luxe.
I can just picture you masking,
vigorously,
scrubbed clean, weighted down by the pressure of the blanket. She is zen. And you know what? I'm just going to add on to this image. There's a few mod vibrators that I would recommend.
Okay. Wait, I haven't bought a mod vibrator yet. And I don't want to buy the wrong one.
I don't think you can go wrong. And we have two on our list here. We have the Drop Personal Massager, but I prefer the Vibe Personal Massager, which is a bit of a different shape. It's all
Is that the one that goes on your finger?
No, that's by Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Think. Yeah.
I like that one.
Also on the list. Would recommend.
Okay, so what's the thing about the one that you like? What do you like about the shape?
I like that it's longer.
Okay, I'm learning a lot about you, Wallace.
It's not too skinny.
Potential suitors of Wallace, look alive out there.
Comes with a nice case, comes with a USB charger, which they should update to USB-C, just saying.
You know what I don't want is to have an adapter for a fucking vibrator. No, thank you.
It's unbecoming, actually. Yeah, in line with all of these anti-anxiety gifts, if you're feeling like you just can't handle it during the holidays, we recommend taking any time of day.
The two best ways to get oxytocin to your brain immediately are to have an orgasm or to jump on a mini trampoline. And you know what? Only one of those is travel friendly.
Exactly. But if you're staying at home, we do have a trampoline.
Do have a great trampoline that I recommend. It's a jump sport trampoline. It does fold up, can go under your bed.
We brought it to Joshua Tree.
We bring it anywhere that they will let us bring it.
Did not regret.
You stink. Like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Here we are, holiday season, Wellness House of Cards. I think I have a list.
Wellness House of Cards.
There's a lot going on during the season, and there's a lot that you have to hold it together for. And one of those things that really likes to hold it together and get stuck is the poo.
It's your colon. I was wondering where you're going with this. This is our Wellness House of Cards traveling edition.
Which really means
Constipation or die. One or the other, right? There's really no happy medium for most travelers.
constipation, SOS. Here we go. We'll try and help you.
If you don't like poop,
Skip
don't know what to
5
tell you,
minutes forward.
You are a prude.
I have learned, I know you have a bunch of tips, but one tip that I heard recently that I have yet to try is warm sesame oil under the nose, in the ear, very lightly.
Wow.
You oil up the body.
Okay, the outside lube.
The
inside
outside lube. Yeah.
The mind-body connection.
Yes. Usually you're like, I just need more coffee. I just need more caffeine.
100%.
That just dries you the fuck out. You just become a
Okay.
raisin that doesn't want to let anything go.
That colon is dehydrated.
No, she
Okay.
wants oil. She wants the lube. The
Okay.
little warm sesame oil, you can get it anywhere pretty much.
Do you like warm it between your fingers and you just like drop it underneath your nose and in your ear?
You do what you
Okay.
can. You use the technology at your hands. And if you want to take it even further,
I do. Your butthole. You rub it on your butthole.
I was not recommended that.
Okay.
I'm not sure about sesame oil up there, so I don't want to condone that.
Don't quote us.
But a little body massage on the stomach.
On the stomach.
You know, like they do to little kids?
It works. You got to go counterclockwise.
Yeah, those are my tips. What are yours?
Well, you know, it is hot cheese season.
Sometimes cheese can help you with this issue.
You know,
Depends on your constitution.
If you have lactose intolerance, you're in luck, my friend.
It is your season not to be
Load up on the
constipated.
cheese. Go for it, my friend. But for some of us, you're just your pipes, they're blocked. I am a nervous pooper, so I don't poop when I'm nervous or when I'm traveling. So traveling before my wedding made me very, very uncomfortable. And I had a couple things that I keep in my Wellness House of Cards. My first is the Renew Life Cleanse More supplement.
You did give me one of these in Joshua Tree,
Yeah.
and it worked.
Yep. It's got magnesium, but also like aloe leaf and rhubarb root and slippery elm bark and marshmallow and trifala. Or trifala.
Oh,
which is
trifala. I also take that.
Yeah, an
That's a good one.
Ayurvedic herb for digestion. And this stuff just works. Thank me later. But don't go overboard on it. And body oil and stomach massage with this thing called the Koa Elite Fascia Massager Tool. You can totally use your finger, but I think I really like this massager tool for my whole body, but also my stomach. And I just go in really gentle circles all over my belly and things move quickly. And Element. I mean, like, Element is the MVP, but you have to drink water if you want to make things go, especially if you're using a magnesium supplement, because magnesium pulls water into the colon. So you have to have water to flush the colon with in your body. And Element is like the best electrolyte supplement. Makes you drink water if you're someone who's water averse.
Not sponsored. I almost had a panic attack realizing I had one element left as I'm packing to be away.
You should like order it to get delivered to wherever you're going.
Absolutely.
Like, that is unacceptable. So those are the key things that will help keep you alive in your Wellness House of Cards, help you keep it together, help you at least have a full bowel movement so you're not sitting there feeling constipated emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and you can hopefully have a clear holiday.
A clear holiday with a clear colon. And that's all I want for Christmas.
I just want to have clear communication with my family and good boobs.
What more could a girl ask for?
Truly.
What can I get you for Christmas?
Don't tell him what you want. He's a liar. You disgust me. How can you live with yourself? You sit on a throne of lies. You're a fake.
And now for our segment, Raw Dog Theories. In this series, we talk about the somewhat half-baked theories, concepts, and ideas that we've got.
Cancelable opinions, potentially.
But don't cancel us. Don't cancel us because these are half-baked.
We have a list of seasonal emotional terrorist acts that,
It's true.
if you commit,
We will prosecute
and sick
Blitzen,
on your ass and abandon you in the candy cane forest.
where you will have to think about your crimes for eternity. So don't fucking do it. Acts of seasonal emotional terrorism to avoid during the holiday season.
What's this?
This is the North Pole.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Work is your new favorite.
Fine.
Seasonal emotional terrorism to the max are people who want to walk off Christmas dinner like immediately after you're done eating. Like you've barely pushed yourself away from the table. You haven't even redone the top button on your pants, and they're like, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk right now. Like, it's great outside. I know it's like 37 degrees and it's snowing, but this is a perfect time to walk. No, you have an eating disorder. Like, go seek help. That is not healthy.
You want to go for a Christmas yog?
Do you want me to shit my pants and throw up on myself? Absolutely not. No.
Also, at least in my household, we finish eating around like 10:30, 11
PM.
So, very, I don't know if it's Scandinavian.
No, I think that's good. I don't like how on major holidays in the United States, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, all of a sudden like meal times go out the window. And my aunt is like, yeah, we're eating dinner at 1:15. Like, why? That's not dinner. That is lunch. And so we can do Christmas lunch, but are we going to sit at the table for 7 hours? Like, what are you talking about? I don't like it. I don't know why we do it. It's weird to me.
It's so weird to me that the first time I was invited to a Thanksgiving dinner in the US, on the invite it said from 2 to, I don't know what the end time was, but I thought it was just like, oh, mingle, like show up at 2. So naturally I came at 5:30 and I completely missed it.
They're like, this Canadian piece of shit. She is.
Oh, you just came for dessert? Great.
You should have just leaned in and been like, no, I'm just protesting Thanksgiving.
Even if you just called it lunch, I would be more okay with it. Early dinners for me are always emotional terrorism.
Right. And of course, those are the people who are like, let's walk it off after, because they're not finishing at 11:30 at night. We're finishing at 4. And it's like, okay, now what are we going to do? Watch TV or go on a brisk jog?
Which is why, per our previous conversation, if you get the face mask, the weighted blanket,
you are good to go. Go make your cocoon. It's going to be like, I am digesting. Everyone leave me alone. Put your feet up on the wall.
Create your own safe space. Moving on. Potlucks, where the host says, just bring anything.
No, you're a bad host. You're a bad host. You're already making your guests feel uncomfortable. I have enough anxiety. I need to know, how many salads are there? Is there going to be a green vegetable? Is there going to be a cooked vegetable? Is there enough wine?
Is there going to be 10 desserts? We don't need that.
Does someone have a fatal milk allergy? You need to tell me.
Is everyone bringing homemade eggnog?
Is everyone vegan? Is everyone allergic to gluten? Okay. When someone blows past the $20 limit on White Elephant and they whip out like AirPods,
and they're like, oops.
I just thought it would be fun. I just don't worry about it. And you're just like, Deborah?
The only person who's not mad is whoever gets them.
Obviously. But then you're like, you have a little bit of guilt because you're like, I'm better than everyone else.
Like, I fucking killed it at White Elephant this year.
I am psychic. I did pick the best gift.
You know what else is really a gear grinder?
Tell me.
When anyone gives you a gift when you've already decided no gifts.
When they explicitly said no gifts.
No gifts. Or it's kind of random. You're like, what? We do this now?
When it's someone that you don't ever really see, like you see them maybe once a quarter and then they like,
hey, do you want to get together on December 10th?
Yeah.
And randomly?
When you're meeting a friend for coffee, but it's actually for them to give you a gift. And the danger zone is between the dates of November 29th and like December 17th. And then again, another danger zone, a blackout zone between December 26th and December 31st, where someone could surprise you with a present. And you might not have a present for them because, I don't know, you're an adult and you don't buy everyone in your life presents because you know that money doesn't buy you happiness or love.
Yet they show up with a gift. But I've also been on that side of things where I got someone a gift and it was truly just because I was like, I thought of you. I found this. I saw it. I thought of you.
And that wouldn't necessarily be seasonal.
But then you feel bad when the other person is like, oh, I forgot yours at home.
Right.
You're just like, don't lie to me.
Yeah. Just tell me I didn't get you a gift.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't lie to me.
Honestly, I feel there should just be like a blanket no gift policy for adults after high school. Unless we say like, hey, we should exchange gifts. There's too many people. I don't think it's necessary.
What do we need? We don't need anything.
Like your time and your presence is enough. Your presence is a present, man. If you commit any of these seasonal acts of terrorism, God save your soul.
We love you, but we have shame.
Yeah.
We are shamed for you.
You are a plague on this family.
If you have any acts of seasonal emotional terrorism that you'd like to share with us, please let us know. Write to us on the gram at GoodForYouPod. Text the phone number in the show notes. We would love to feature your aggressive seasonal emotional terrorist acts or what you would like to forewarn people not to commit.
Amen. Tell us your rat dog theories, man. We want to hear them. They can be half baked. They can be raw cookie dough.
That was weird.
Who sent this Christmas gram?
What's a Christmas gram? I want one.
That's our episode. Thanks for listening to Grandma's Festive Underwear Pod. Rate, review, subscribe to the podcast. Give us 5 stars. We'll be back next week with our zero waste gifts. And
all we want for Christmas is for you to listen to this podcast.
That's exactly it. Add to cart.
Have a great summer.
Don't change.
Or do.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.